We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Switch, run it. Good job right there. Good, guys. 4 down. Motion.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo, the intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Garoppolo now, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56. Check 56. Go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Go 14. Rush in. Check 24.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Jim. Run pass. Gun. Shit. Run left.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
14, got it. I'll go special. SOS. Hey, alert. Check 37. Hey, 0. Under crunch.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Here's Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You can't block me.
Play action, Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack.
Here we go.
Back at the 47-yard line.
13.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. And he's going to go down again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
You got 3 down. Hey, echo. 56 to Mike.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
14.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Line 54. 3 buzz.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. 21.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21. Hey, Steve 6. 56. Mike, 56.
Garoppolo again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Check 3. Sponge. Check. No. 14. One fluff. 2 Save. Shoot. 36 power. Check 3.
From the 41, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Another try for Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken short.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Trot. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
He's not going to get me. Lock. Hey, come on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Four down.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. The 20. He'll find Metcalf. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 8-yard line.
What? 56.
So the victory here for Seattle, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.